where did you spend most of your time when you first got into the space? Blockchain wise.
Yeah, I mean, I started off with I felt like it was a really nice balanced portfolio. It was a nice portfolio, but it wasn't going to make the big X's. I had the majors, some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, some Solana, but then I got into some nice alts. I was looking at things like Jupiter, Sui, AVAX, those sort of like those medium big sort of things, altcoins, some more utility plays, and yeah, I was kind of going a bit more conservative approach, and then one fateful day I kind of discovered the meme market, and yeah, it's kind of been a game over since then. I shifted, what they say not to do, but the majority of my portfolio into memes. Very risky, but I also feel like I do a lot of due diligence. I'm in the trenches every day. I'm spending hours on this. It's not like finding some random coin that might go up or it might go to zero. I'm have my finger on the pulse. So started off, kind of more into the utilities, and then got into Solana memes, and even more recently, just in the last month or two, have branched out into some Ethereum memes as well.
And what's your opinion of, and I've been kind of paying attention to this a lot lately, so I think there's, some general interest around it. What's your opinion of, Ethereum, for a lot of the memes and just trading in general, versus L2s? There's kind of this mounting conversation around, the L1 of Ethereum, and then all these different L2s that have kind of proliferated and gained some traction.
Yeah, I mean, Ethereum is such an interesting one because I mean, it's definitely here to stay. It's going to be kind of like the gold and silver, in my opinion. Bitcoin and Ethereum will be kind of like the gold and silver of those fixed currencies. It's interesting though. The gas fees are so high on Ethereum, and that I think was what deterred me for a long time. But then what you see, on Solana, obviously you have zero fees basically, so it makes the cheating a lot easier, and you're not having to pay 40, $50 on fees, so you think a lot harder about selling for a 20, $50, even $100 profit. It's a kind of like a mini locking mechanism. So I mean, I don't like it, but I also really like it. The L2s I think will do well because Ethereum will do well. Everything that's built on Ethereum will see the rising tide raising all ships. But yeah, there's something about Ethereum that I just love trading on because when I take some profits on those, then I'm also holding Ethereum, and that I see that doing really well this cycle. It hasn't followed Bitcoin and Solana in the last week or two, seeing those pumps, but for me that's even more bullish. Just that there's money, there's capital on the sidelines. It's waiting to be rotated into Ethereum. So definitely bullish on Ethereum. I think Solana will be the sort of meme capital of this cycle, but I think Ethereum will be right there with it, and all the layer twos on top. They'll be there. I think we're seeing some action with Sui. We're seeing some action with AVAX. We're seeing action with Tron. We're seeing action with Ton. So I think all of these chains will do well.
Yeah, and I've been following the kind of ETH Bitcoin trade and actually trading it as well. The ETH Bitcoin, or Ether price in Sats is obviously not performing very well. And I think a lot of people are, kind of calling for the bottom somewhere around like 0.03-ish. Um, and it's getting pretty close to that. So definitely something I've been keeping a close eye on.